Y'all, there's a lot of stuff that I need to do today. I jumped up and just started handling business, and I've got to put together this mobile whiteboard because I have reached the stage now in all of the things that I have my hand in where the whiteboard that is in my office just really isn't going to cut it. And so, especially with us doing like the podcast now, I need to be able to walk past things and see um, some of the check marks, some of the bullet points that I need to check off during the day. And so I ordered what size is this? I think it's a 3x4, 3 foot by 4 foot whiteboard so that it can stay in my face, and it's on wheels so I can move it around the house. It might be a little tedious to take up the stairs, but if I need to take it up the stairs, I can get it up there and move it around. I am not dressed for the day. And I need to get this done before I do that because I've got some filming to do. You can come on, Josh. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and put this together and then do what it is that I need to do for the rest of the day. All right, so watch me put it together. I don't think there's really any major instructions, but I am going to go ahead and pull up these feet. Yeah. Whew, I done got hot. You hear me? I done got hot. It just came over me just like whoosh. Just like that. It's like that and like that and like that. So these are the knobs and the screws and the Allen wrench. So I'm going to take the feet, I don't even know what they're called, the feet, and I'm going to put it into the crossbar. Y'all, when I say I got hot, I got hot. Like, why? Why did I get hot? Oh. Yeah, we have had this coffee table for over 20 years. It's one of those things that I say as an interior designer, like furniture. Now, mind you, I change my style a lot. Like I really do. But I also try to have pieces that even if my style changes, that I'll still be able to do something with. And it's nice and fun and funky. And if I can't keep it for 20 plus years, hopefully I can keep it for several years and it's still relevant for me to pass down when I don't want it anymore. So, yeah. All right. So, let's see. The crossbar, those are going to be on the outside. And they go into here. Easy enough. Easy enough. Let me try to do this without scratching up. Lord have mercy. See, that's the reason why I wasn't supposed to be over here. I'm finna scratch up something that ain't never been scratched up before. Easy enough. Something about to get scratched up. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy trying to do stuff sitting down, y'all. Because I got hot. But obviously that's not going to work. Do it standing up. Do it standing up, girl. All right, I got one in. Let me get the other one in, and then I'll screw it down. I really don't like putting things together, but that one wasn't even in there, and I thought I had it up in there. I really don't like putting things together, but it seems that I'm the one that puts things together in this household the most, because they say, you put it together so good. I think that's just all a trick. All the scheme that Tide set up. Come on now. All right. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I'm going to leave it a little loose because if it's one thing I done learned, I know y'all probably can't even see me, but if it's one thing I done learned, is to leave screws loose a little bit, except for in your brain. If you got screws loose in your brain, you probably need to go see somebody about that so that you can get that worked out. Get that worked out. So leave those loose just a tiny little bit. And I'm going to come over here so y'all can see me because I have a feeling that y'all can't see me sitting right there. Y'all actually could see me sitting right there, but I'm going to move over here anyway because when that bar hit the table, I almost screeched because I was just saying, I done had it for 20 years, 20 plus years, because Babe had that before we met. So she actually made that great purchase right there. So why on earth would I want to damage it? And it's a great piece. It's a Scandinavian piece that we got from a furniture store called Rubens. I keep saying we, it wasn't me. That she got from a store in Wisconsin called Rubens. Now, what did I do with all the screws, y'all? Um, what happened? So there were 2 screws. Am I missing 2 screws? I am not. I'm missing screws in my head. Screws in my head, screws in my head, screws in my head. So put these in there. On the other side. And just making sure that I didn't put these on backwards, but they look like they. Hold on. Oh, did I put these on backwards? Like, I don't feel like I put them on backwards. And I feel like they could go both ways. But hold on. Hold on, little doggy. Hold on. No, I didn't put them on backwards. Y'all know how, like, you think you can put them on either way, then you finally put them on and you be like, no, that was supposed to be turned to the other side. I just had to make sure when I get ready to put the whiteboard part on that I didn't put that part on backwards. Then we're gonna be in here like swimwear. Yeah, so y'all, I like I was saying before, I have gotten to the point in my entrepreneurial journey where I can no longer, get by with doing some of the little things. And I like working for myself because I get to operate and do and move on my terms, right? But now since I am working with other people, I can't do that. And so I have to try to be a little bit more organized. So it helps me because I am primarily the person that does a lot of the admin stuff. And so I've got my 2 brands, and then I have a collaborative brand with my siblings, and then I'm working with outside brands. And then I've got home life and wife life, right? So I've got to, be on top of all the things. Like I mentioned in something that I just did, I don't know if it was my sit down, where we have to get a roof, right? And so there was like a lot of behind the scenes, like back end stuff that I needed to do in order to make that happen. And then reaching and speaking with like the um, roofers and vetting them and all that kind of stuff, and then just really figuring out how we were going to pay for this roof. So got that all figured out, and yeah, so I've got to be a little bit more organized. So now what do I want to do? Do I want to put the whiteboard on? I think I'm going to go ahead and put this whiteboard on. So let's see. Um, I think it goes this way. Yes. Yes, darling, it goes that way. Should I have put this on first? Yeah, please don't tell me I should have put this on first. Because I don't now want to take them apart. Because how? Because how? Maybe it don't go right there. Maybe it don't go right there, Casey. Maybe it goes right here. Because this makes sense here. But what goes there? Let me look at the instructions, something that I don't be wanting to do. So, okay. Yeah, the thing goes into the top one. So there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. And then I tighten it up with the knob end cap right here. All right, Casey. You're cooking with grease. You're cooking with grease. I'm going to tighten that one up a little bit more than I tighten those screws up at the bottom because I don't want this to fall out. So I put it right there in the bottom one. And let me turn it over and do the other side. Do the other side. And I'll do this while it's still laying on the ground so it doesn't fall apart. Doesn't fall apart on me. One thing about it, two things for sure. I'm going to try to do it the easiest way I possibly can. And two, I'm probably not going to read the instructions until I don't have a choice to read the instructions because don't nobody like reading the instructions. I do DIY, but I do not enjoy DIY. And I consider putting things together DIY because I could have called Task Rabbit for this. I could have called old Tasky Rabbit to take care of this. But why would I do that? And I ain't got time for the wife to be mad at me because I done spent $65 to have somebody come over here and put this together. She's like, if you don't go down there and put that together, I know something. But I'm just curious as to what. I mean, but for real, I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Because this don't make sense. Because if I put the whiteboard right there, hold on, y'all. I'm thinking. I probably, no, that doesn't work. I mean, I have it in the right slot, but I think were the screws movable? Because the way this is sitting doesn't make sense for these to screw in because it's not screwing into anything, and there is no other tray. Y'all, I'll be back. Let me figure this out because I think I might have to disassemble this. Ugh. No, but for real, y'all, I really got to take this apart because I think the screws need to come down some because this isn't making any sense. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't have to take it off. I just have to need to slide. Just got to slide it. I can stand it up for this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tighten it and stand it up so it can make more sense. So let's stand this bad puppy up. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna slide this down because I was confused because I didn't know the screws on the side slid down, and I'm gonna slide it down enough to where when I put the other screw in, it also touches the whiteboard. That's where I was confused, guys. Guys, I was confused a little bit by that, okay? Forgive me. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Why it don't seem like it's coming loose? All right. So I'm going to put it just a little bit above that line. And then here on this side, okay. All right, we in there like swimwear for real, for real. Okay. So I've got it tightened up. I'm gonna move this back so y'all can see me again. When can you see me again? Doom, doom, doom. When can my heart beat again? And now these go in here. And I can tighten up. Now this is supposed to turn. So, I don't know. We're just going to do that for now. But yeah. So I have to get dressed after this. I got to take a shower, do my makeup. I am going to try to do my own headshots because the headshots that I took are not back yet. The headshots that I took a couple of weeks ago were for something else, and those are not back yet for me to choose from. So, and then the headshots that I did for something else, I want to use a different one. And then my rebranding headshot. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit different. I want to be a little bit more fun with that. So, then the one that I did when I rebranded, I can definitely use that one. But if I don't come up with a good headshot, I'm just gonna go back to what I know, the original gangsta. Wah wah wah. All right, so then the stand, the screws, the wrap, the pin tray. So the pin tray. All right, so let's see how the pin tray gonna go up on here. Go up on her, go up on her. So how do we put it on here? Baby girl, put it on, man. I will, I will, I will. What would I do without you? Would I be without you? Ooh. Here I go. Now I want to look in no directions. I will, I will. Okay. So the pin tray, they say, go like this. They go like this. Yeah. I don't know. All right. It seemed like something is clicking right there. That seemed like that went on, right? But let's see how I get it onto this board because my brain has stopped right there. My brain done stopped, y'all, because I don't understand this picture. The picture! I don't understand the picture. Let's see. I mean, it seemed like it want to work like that, but why is it leaning down? Leaning down on the ground. No, that ain't it. No, y'all, that ain't it. That ain't how that go. That is not how it goes. Oh, okay. And by, okay. I don't know how I did that, y'all, but that's what it is. And then it came with 4 dry erase markers, some magnets, and an eraser. Oh Lord, I did it. I did it, y'all. Give me a clap for me. Clap, 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 clap it up. Really, it's not that hard, honestly. It's just some screws and a whiteboard. This is one of those things. I wasn't going to put it together today, but I walked past that box one more time and I was like, you know what, Casey, just get it together. Put it together. And I tightened that up a little too much. I done bent the doggone metal. But anyway, I ordered this off of Amazon. It was $100 or something like that. Babe ordered it, so I'm not quite sure what it was. I just told her this is the one I want, and she bought it. So I'm pretty sure it was $100 or less, and I needed a pretty big one. So if y'all are interested, they do have other sizes, and this is reversible, and it helps me because on one side I can do my own projects, the stuff that I need to do for my 2 brands, and on the other side I can use. Ooh, I just got dizzy. The other side I can use for the collaborative brand. So it makes sense. I don't have to have all these different um, whiteboards and easels around the house. My house, honestly, y'all, I mean, it's still pretty put together, but um, it is kind of in shambles. It is kind of in shambles because behind you is the podcast setup. So I got tired of moving the chairs because they're too heavy, way too heavy. And then, um, it. They're also helpful for me to do my daily content every day. So I was like, I'm gonna keep that there. And then my office has always been a wreck. It ain't never been together. My office. Did they give me a little wrench? I was gonna say if they didn't give me no wrench, I gotta go out in the garage, but they did. And so it's crazy. I got cameras and everything everywhere, chairs out of place, so it's not as neat looking as I'm not gonna say neat because it's clean, but it's not as together. I only put the shot that y'all gonna see is together. Now this side over here stays together because don't nobody really be over here sitting on the white couch. Not that we're afraid to sit on it, but at the end of the day, one of the things about this couch is that these pillows need to be fluffed up too much all the time. And in order for me to like to look at them the way I like to look at them, so what I'm going to end up doing at some point, I'm actually going to have these cushions. Awkward. I'm going to have these cushions filled with more sturdy foam, and then that way it's going to solve the problem because the couch is a decent couch. We're not destructive people. We got 1,000 places to sit around here, so we don't need to sit on this couch. But when we decide to sit on the couch, you know, it works. Um, Yeah, my little tray done started moving. Um, so it works. Plus, it's the perfect size for this living room. So I'm gonna continue to try to use it for as long as I can without buying anything new. Although buying cushions to put foam to put more, not buying cushions, putting foam in these cushions ain't gonna be cheap. But I feel like it'll still be cheaper than us rebuying the same configuration couch uh, in a fabric with cushions that we like. So it's still going to be cheaper, but probably doing cushions in this couch will probably run me, I don't know, probably about $1,000, maybe 15. Because I don't want to put the back cushions back on because this is a whole look. This is a whole look, the low cushions. And again, I don't have time for people to be like, "Is the couch comfortable? Is the couch comfortable?" No, go to the store and check it out yourself. It don't. It don't. It don't bother us. You know, it don't bother us. We two women in perimenopause. So some stuff for us is gonna be comfortable, and some stuff ain't, and some stuff we just ain't gonna give a hot damn about because we just trying to make it through this hot flash, right? Like one I'm having right now for no reason because why? Why? Why, Lord? But thank you, Lord, that I get to experience this. Thank you. But yeah, back to the point I was trying to make. It worked for me. It worked for my eyes and my aesthetics, and it worked for our backs. So do with that what you will, honey. Do with that what you will. And no, I took one of them tests in high school to see what I'd be good at. And I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't working with your hands. That definitely was not nothing working with your hands. They said, "No, ma'am, you are not what they call it, not mechanically inclined. What's the word? Whatever. Y'all get it. Y'all know." They were like, "No, that ain't you. You ain't good with working with your hands. Go now." Unless I'm typing now, I can type up some stuff, you know. Although I probably don't type as good as I used to because I don't really have to type as much stuff as I used to type when I worked in corporate, 11 years ago. But I still probably got a good 75, 80 on the keys. 70, maybe not. I might be pushing it. It might not be 75, 80. It's probably more like 65, 65, 70 might be pushing it. Okay. We in there. Now I gotta put this thing back on again because I done messed it up. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I did. I just finessed it. Okay. I just finessed that. So now let me unlock these wheels. And y'all, we're done. Now I can go ahead and get my day started. For real, for real. And try to do these headshots and these videos that I need to get out. What a life changer. What a life changer. Yeah, look, I done hit something again. That's one thing we ain't finna do is keep it over her because I don't have time for the things to just be hitting. When it says remove this before use, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it because I'm ready to use it. I'm ready to use it. You heard me? Let me put all my little markers on the thing. Let me put my magnetos up here. I like that. Listen, I feel like I'm really running things around here. Because then I can have paper and just stick it up there. Although I don't think those magnets seem like they're strong enough. Those seem like they're kind of weak. And any piece of paper might fall. As a matter of fact, I'm going to test it out. But that piece of paper will probably hold because it's very lightweight. I ain't trying to put everything on here, but I want to put something on here. So we got that. Let me try this piece of paper. Let me put it on paper. Okay, it holds this good enough. And I guess since I have 4, they'll be strong enough for whatever I feel the need to put up here. I might just put my picture up here so everybody can see it every day and know who run this house tonight. All right, y'all. So I am done putting this together. It is on wheels. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching me. I love y'all. Yeah, I could never draw. I failed art class, but the sentiment is still the same. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching me put together this thing in real time. And if you're interested, I'll put the link down in the bio, although I don't get paid for any sort of thing like that. But I'll still put the link down in the bio so y'all can buy y'all one if you're doing all the things that I'm doing, or maybe you want it for your kids or something. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.